What's up everybody, Chris from Out West with Chris. Today back to do another Hunter's Haul unboxing. This is the September box from Hunter's Haul. This is the Western Big Game Advance box. Stoked to open this one up, really excited to see what's in here. I'm going on my hunt in less than a month and I'm just excited to be out in the wilderness for a while, to be able to check out and you know, not have to have cell phone coverage or, you know, electricity or stuff like that for a while. So let's go ahead and take a dive into the Western Big Game September box. Let's go. It looks like 5 items. Okay, cool. 5 items in the Pro box, and in the Advanced box you get 3 additional items. The Pro box, which is where we're gonna start, it costs $43.99. Typically we start out with the snack and we test it on camera and let you know what we think. I'm not gonna do that this time. This is the snack item for the month. It is the Mountain Ops Ignite Trail Pack, and basically this is like you know, an energy drink. You put this in water, mix it in, it's a powder. Mix this in with water. So it basically gives you an energy and focus boost. You know, if you need that thing. It's like probably like drinking a cup of coffee, right? I don't know, it doesn't really say how much caffeine is in here. If it does, it says to take 30 minutes before physical activity, that type of thing. So you know, it's $2. I'll go ahead and test it out when I am out in the field at some point. Next up, coming in at a $22 value, is right here. This is the Dead On Display Euro hanger. So if you're gonna do like a Euro mount, this is one way that you can get it to hook up. It's basically just some hardware that you can use to mount your skull to the wall. In case you didn't know, Euro style for mounts means that you basically take all of the skin and stuff off of the skull and you're just left with a skull with the horn still attached to it. So I actually like Euro mounts quite a bit. I think they look really slick. I like taxidermied caped mounts and head mounts and stuff like that. But Euro mount is pretty cheap and you can actually do them at home. Freaking Amber Alert. Man, I hate getting these. Hate getting those on my phone. Makes me sad, you know. It's a $22 value. We've got some other stuff from the Dead On folks, I believe, in different boxes from Hunter's Haul. The stuff looks really solid. Looks like it'll work pretty good. Next up is an item that I am really excited about. You guys are gonna think I'm weird, but Farm to Feet socks. These are awesome socks. I've got a pair of Farm to Feet socks. Man, it was like a year ago, a little bit more, and I still wear those socks frequently when I'm hiking. They're not super thick, so for hunting out in the cold, these ones look like they're gonna be awesome. But still, I love my Farm to Feet socks. I really think that if you are out hunting and you're walking a lot, you're in wet weather, just any condition really, wool socks are the way to go. Whether you're hiking or hunting, wool socks are it. I actually just spent probably 60 bucks at Bass Pro Shops buying different wool socks because I love them. I even use them for work when, you know, temperatures start to cool down in the fall and the winter. I use them almost exclusively in December, January, and February. So these socks are awesome. Stoked to have some more Farm to Feet socks. And the price on these is 25 bucks. You might think, one pair of socks, 25 bucks. It sounds pretty steep, but these are very well made, super comfortable socks. They have a lifetime guarantee. I don't know what all goes into that. Sometimes there's stipulations on that type of thing with different companies. I don't know what their guarantee is, but it's a lifetime guarantee. Anyways, I highly recommend these socks. I've loved the pairs that I've had before. So next up is an item from Scent Blocker. You actually get 3. and they are the scent blocker scent packs. It's a 3 count, $5 value. These little packets right here, mix it with 16 ounces of water in like a spray bottle, you know, psh, 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 thing you spray your cat with, or if you have a cat or a dog. I don't have either, unfortunately. I'd really like to have a dog, but I don't have one right now. Anyways, it's gonna help knock down scent that's on your clothing, on your gear, you know, that type of thing. You know, I don't know how all of this stuff works. People swear by it. I personally do some stuff prior to going on hunts, where I use special detergents to kind of knock down some of that really florally detergent stuff that, you know, you commonly get. I don't want that on my hunting gear, on my hunting clothes when I'm out hunting. But this stuff, I don't really know how well it works. I've always heard good things about Scent Blocker and some of the other brands that are out there. It could be snake oil, who knows, but I will use it. If there's anything that can give me the upper hand, I will try it, right? All right, moving on. Okay, so here you go. This is the Outdoor Edge carbide knife sharpener, a little handheld knife sharpener. When you're gutting an animal and quartering, that type of thing, the last thing you want is a dull knife. And if you're doing a whole animal with one knife, your knife will dull out. It just will. So, step in one of these, you know, and you're good to go. I remember growing up, my job when my dad would knock down an elk when I was a kid, my job was to go down with them, help him get stuff situated, and as he was, you know, doling out knives, skinning and gutting and that type of stuff, I would have another knife that I'd be sharpening with a sharpener similar to this, a little bit different, but I would be the knife sharpener. That was my job. Oh, and then after the animal was all bagged, quartered, it got tied onto a pack frame, and my other job was to carry quarters out. So I'm looking forward to when my son is 12 and he gets to go to Idaho to elk camp with us. It'll be nice to have an extra pair of hands there and legs. So that wraps up your Pro Box, $43.99. Pretty cool. Let's go on to the advanced. Speaking of prepping your game after you knock something down, our next item actually will address that. It is right here, and this is the Black Ovis XL Ovis Sax. Basically, you got a lot of stuff in this pouch right here that's gonna assist in prepping your game. You get 2 pairs of gloves, and if you predator hunt, depending on what predators you hunt, you know that with certain predators, you actually want to wear gloves, especially wolves. So wolves have some stuff that's nasty in their blood. Some of them do, not all of them. And you can actually get this parasite, I believe, just by skin contact with blood. So, sounds fun. I don't know if you have to have a cut or like a cut on your cuticles or something like that to get that parasite, but I'm not gonna take any chances, and I suggest you don't either. Wear some freaking gloves, and it keeps things nice and clean. Get some flagging tape. You also get a big piece of plastic. This is like a little piece of plastic you can work on. It's kind of small. I don't know how well it would work, but it'd be nice to have just to, you know, just to have on site with you, just to kind of keep things clean. If you don't butcher your own animals, you might not have much appreciation, but the cleaner you can keep your meat in the field, the easier it is to butcher it when you get back home. The group of guys I hunt with, my dad, my brother-in-law, and his father, we pride ourselves on keeping our meat super clean. We have a lot of different ways we do that. A lot of it is the game bags we use. Some of it is some of our techniques when we're actually cleaning an animal. Sometimes we butcher that animal ourselves. Sometimes we don't have enough time, and you know, because of travel and stuff like that. So sometimes we send it off to a butcher, and butchers can be pretty picky. And we have a good track record because we'll take our meat. They'll open up our bags, look at the meat, and be like, oh shoot, that's really clean. Yeah, no doubt. We take good care of our meat. So they don't have any problems taking our meat and processing it. If you show up with meat that's got dirt and rocks and hair everywhere, blood clots, and you haven't really kind of cleaned it down, a lot of butchers will actually turn you away. So, something to keep in mind. All of this stuff in here can help you keep that meat clean. So then you have what looks to be 4 or 5 more little bags, okay? And these are game bags. They look pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and take one out. I think one of them might be for your back straps, maybe organs like liver or heart. This one looks like it's a little small. Yeah, that's about the right size for some back straps and that type of thing. Definitely not gonna fit a elk quarter in there. Feels like pretty good fabric. It's one thing I was thinking about when I first saw this is how heavy duty is the fabric gonna be? Some of these deer bags are not great for elk just because they're not thick enough. I use a fairly heavy canvas, it's washable. These are a little bit bigger, I don't want to totally unroll them. But all in all, this looks to be like a really cool kit for game processing. Everything stores nicely in this Ziploc bag, which also stores nicely in this mesh bag. I think this is a pretty cool item. It packs a punch on price, 74 bucks. But, you know, keeping your meat nice and clean and, you know, just all of that, everything that goes along with it, is pretty important. So you put in all that effort to scout, to hunt, to haul it out. You pay all the money for your licenses, your tags, your gear, all of that. Don't let your meat get ruined because you don't take care of it. You don't have the right stuff to take care of it. This stuff looks really good. I am not going to use it. I have game bags that I really like. Really heavy duty game bags. They're huge. I could fit in them almost. So I'm gonna keep using those. But that doesn't mean I don't think this is a really good kit. This is something that I'm gonna put aside, and somewhere down the road this will be up for grabs in a future giveaway. So stay tuned, you know, subscribe, or whatever. The next item is an $8 value. It is right here. It's a diaphragm mouth call carry case. So it looks like a coin carry case, kind of the same thing. It opens, you're gonna have a hard time seeing it, but looks to be, almost looks like leather. I'm guessing it's probably not, but looks like a nice little case. Looks like it might have a lanyard, so you're able to keep your diaphragm calls, you know, nice, organized, clean, out of the dirt. So, that's that. This is from Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls. And like I said before, it's an $8 value. Next up, also from Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls, is right here. We got a Bugle. So this is the packable elk calling system. Packable? Produces deeper sounds in a newly designed expandable compact tube. It has an easy to use bite and blow elk call with a Conqueror mouthpiece. It can also be used with diaphragm mouth calls by removing the Conqueror mouthpiece. So it's a bull call, it's a bugle, and it has a mouthpiece on it, but you can take the mouthpiece off if you have a diaphragm call that you like to use and you're good with. Not the case with me. I'm still trying to learn diaphragm calling. Here it is. Pretty small, it's compact. That is for sure. Comes with a replacement little reed. That's the Conqueror thingy that they were talking about. But here you go. It's got a lanyard type sling, so you can throw it right over your shoulder. It's got a cover, so you're not getting dirt and debris in there. Pop that off. Maybe I should read the instructions. That's not a bad cow call. I suck. I totally need to practice with this. Things I like about it though, look at that. I mean, that's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna practice with it a little bit more. Maybe I'll take it out. I don't know about where you guys are at. I don't know if you hunt with wolves. I hunt with wolves, hear them a lot. I don't see them a lot. They're pretty sneaky, but see sign of them and see the damage that they do. Since it seems like since the wolves have really settled in where I hunt, the animals, the elk, talk a lot less. So where I'm at, I hear a lot fewer bugles, I hear a lot fewer cow calls. You know, if you're in them, you can hear them chirping and that type of thing. And bugling, it's unfortunately not as effective. It still is. You can still call in bulls. I am not a great bugler at all. Something I need to work on. But, you know, there's a lot of stories out there, guys calling, bugling, and calling in wolves, you know, packs of wolves. So, if they're in the area, they're going to come check it out. If they don't know you're there, and if they think it's an elk. So, you know, it's just a reality of hunting with wolves. It's kind of an unfortunate thing, in my opinion. You know, I know opinions vary greatly. It's a very charged topic, the topic of wolves and wolf management. So I'm not going to dive too much into that right now, but that's your box. I think that this is a pretty solid Western big game box. It was the advanced. Oh, forgot to mention the advanced cost you $109. That includes your shipping. That's pretty freaking cool. If you're new and you're interested in signing up for Hunter's Haul, I got a promo code. It'll be down in the description. And it'll save you some money off of your first box. Not every box you get from them, but your first box. But if you can save 15, 20 bucks, why wouldn't you try, right? All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it when you do. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this box, this shipment. I think it's cool that Hunter's Haul is doing regional boxes. I think it's great, kind of species specific. For you guys that hunt in a lot of tree stands, you know, they got the whitetail box. There's going to be more of that type of gear. If you're out stalking muleys and elk and that type of stuff, this is the box for you. So, with that in mind, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for getting out west with Chris.